Cran! Hi! Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I've got some Blues Clues happening. Should I call this like a Blues Clues tutorial? It almost feels a little like 60s mod-ish, kind of. Anyway, today I'm going to be doing a full tutorial on this look. This is featuring the Melt Cosmetics Blueprint Stack. I have a lot of feelings about this palette. You'll see it kind of throughout the video. Also, just so you guys know, this video is sponsored by Makeup Forever. I'm going to be showcasing and highlighting their new Ultra HD concealer. This is the self-setting concealer that you guys have seen me talk about before, and I'm very excited to be working with Makeup Forever. They have been one of my favorite brands for a really, really long time. Oh, and I zoom in on this video, you guys. It's very zoomed in, so let me know what you think. It made me feel a little close, but I heard you in the last video, so I zoomed in, so let me know. All right, we're gonna get started here. I have to put my own little disclaimer in because my eyes are a little bit red and puffy. I had a PMS meltdown like an hour ago. No reason whatsoever. You know, when you just start crying and you don't know why. And then when you're done crying, you almost want to cry again because you can't believe that you just cried about nothing. But that's just the way life is. So I just want to let you guys know that right now. All right, so we're going to get started with the Melt Blueprint Stack. I do want to talk about this really quickly because I'm going to try and zoom in as much as I can today because you guys said zoom in. Zoom in, so I'm gonna zoom in today. I love Melt Cosmetics. I love everything about the brand. I feel like they're always coming out with really like cool, innovative stuff. So I was so excited to see this stack come out because you guys know I love blue eyeshadow. I got a lot of tags in this as well. Here is the package. It's so pretty. This is like the prettiest cobalt blue. Currently have my clean beauty blenders in here, I don't know. Anyway, so they launched it and it ended up being like blues mixed with coppers and bronze tones, which to me, that was a little bit surprising just because it almost felt like too safe. So this is 3 of the stacks. I really do like the split pan idea though, the fact that you get twice as many shadows. I love that. I can't hold all of them up at once. So those are 3 of them. And when I first saw it, I was like, dang, I kind of wish instead of being like a brown combination, maybe it was something more like a Marvelous Mauves combination. This is the color I love to wear with blue shadows, like kind of more mauve tones. And I noticed there's only 2 mattes in here. So it does make it, I think, a little bit more challenging. One is a dark brown matte and one is the dark blue matte, which if you buff this out a lot, it does get a lot lighter. Blue eyeshadows in general are kind of hard to wear because if you blend it out too much, then you see a lot of the undertone if you have like a transition color in there too. So it can definitely be difficult. I know I'm probably talking about it a lot, but I wanted to just get this out there before I actually start. So for me, it was kind of difficult to come up with something like a type of look to do because there was only 2 mattes in here. So now we're gonna get started. I already put my base on, the P.Louise base. And this is the shade Rumor, which it really just blends in with my skin tone. So I also wanted to make sure that I used a base that didn't have too much color in it because when you blend out blue on it, it can kind of pick up whatever else is around it. So that's why I was like, let me use something as close as possible to my skin tone. But I am gonna start with the dark blue. This is called, I think this is Dim Out. If I use a transition color first, it's gonna pick up a lot of whatever undertone that has. So I'm gonna start with this one. When I was playing around with it earlier, I noticed that the more you blend this color out, it gets like more of like a sky, kind of like primary blue. Kind of don't wanna blend it out too much, unless that's what you want. All right, so you can see the color when you apply it with a blending brush, it goes on pretty light, but we're gonna build it up in a second. But for now, I'm gonna cut the crease using some more of the P.Louise base. And I wanted to show you guys what the blue looks like without any transition color, so. All right, so I just finished cleaning that crease up. I haven't done the other side yet, but now I'm gonna take this color and I'm gonna pack that color all over the lid before I start creasing here. This color is a little bit crumbly. Now I'm gonna come in with a smaller brush and some of that dark blue again, the matte color, and I'm gonna deepen up the crease because, you know, it's looking a little flat. I'm taking a little skinny eyeliner brush and adding a little bit more definition here. There you go. This is with the blue eyeshadow.
Action queen.
All right, now, just call me a queen. Thanks. All right, now for eyeliner, I wanna do like a cool wing. I tried out so many different eyeliners, but this, it looks blue right now, but when I put a Cobalt up next to it, it definitely looks a lot more green. I tried to use the Laura Mercier Sapphire, but this is way too like navy. I tried an Urban Decay liner. Anyway, it just looks a little bit more green than Cobalt blue. So this is the Tarte Cosmetics Cobalt liner. This came out years ago. I'm not like totally sure what I want to do with my lower lash line. I wanted to do something kind of fun, but I'm just gonna start with the blue and then we'll see how it goes from there. So I'm gonna take that same matte blue. I'm just gonna start with this, see how I feel, see where the wind takes me. Now I'm just tapping on the blue with a smaller brush to make it a little bit more impactful. That's my favorite way the color looks, not so blended out, but I also don't want to blend it out with brown, you know, and I wanted to just use this palette today, so that was kind of like one of the setbacks I feel like with this palette is there's not like a lot of transition type colors, matte ones anyway, so. All right, so I really struggled with what color waterline I wanted to do because Cobalt Blue, I think it's enough with the liner and it's. So I'm gonna use white, which I rarely do these days anymore. This is Makeup Forever Aqua XL M16. I'm going back to my L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear foundation. All right, so foundation's done. I did mix in a little bit of 445 because that one was a little bronzy on me. And I'm gonna be doing my concealer now. My Ultra HD concealer from Makeup Forever. Hey. I'm using shade number 30 and apply some here. So I did do a video with Makeup Forever. I did a full face with no powder because this concealer is self-setting. You don't have to use powder. For today, I definitely will be because I have on bright blue eyeshadow. But I do have a video using this concealer and not powdering. So I'll link that down below if you guys wanna see it. I did that one in partnership with Makeup Forever as well. But I also did, where was it? Oh, it was on Instagram stories where I used the concealer with like no foundation whatsoever. And I kind of showed that I need to make that into like a highlight or something because it's obviously not there anymore. But I showed how I use that concealer on my no makeup days, which I realize I'm confusing people when I say that. When I say no makeup day, that means light makeup. That means no blue eyeshadow, okay? No makeup day to me means brow, concealer, and some other things. No makeup day doesn't really exist in my book, if you ask me. But I have demoed this concealer in a lot of different ways. So if you guys wanna see those videos, I will link it below. I'm also gonna take a little bit of this 21 and crisp up this. I'm gonna take a concealer brush and get it nice and close. All right, now I'm setting my under eyes with the Too Faced Peach Perfect powder. This one is mattifying. Just because I have such a strong eye, I'm using a mattifying one. This one also helps to brighten it just a little bit more because of the peach undertone. And I did apply a little bit more powder than I normally do in that area just because that's where I get transfer. I don't know why, but go ahead and The question is, what blush do I want to use?
Probably the top right.
This? I'm kind of feeling this.
Oh wow, the next shade over.
The other one I maybe was a little too apricot. Maybe I'll mix it in, John.
Your funeral.
I'd say that looks pretty good if you ask me.
Yeah, I expect it, I guess.
You guess. Ready for this? I feel like this, I put on a lot of blush. All right, now because my skin is so matte looking, I'm gonna dip into my Hourglass palette. This is the one that I use, like, I feel like the most often from Hourglass, the Ambient, this is the unlocked one, right? Lighting Edit Unlocked. So I'm gonna take this highlighter color in here and just start dusting this on. I'm pretty excited to try out their new Vanish. Words are hard for me today. But I'm excited to try out their Vanish foundation. It's pretty, huh? It's like not blinding, which I like. I feel like I've already got a lot going on my face right now, so I don't need a blinding highlight. And then I like to take some of the bronze color up here. I think this is number 3, Golden Bronze Light Bronzer. So I'm gonna take some of this, and this is a Japanesque brush that I love to use. I believe it's a highlighter brush, or I'm pretty sure it's a highlighter one. So just take a little bit of this, very lightly dust it on the skin because this foundation's already a little bit bronzy on me. Very bronzy on me already. For my inner corner, I'm gonna use still the palette. This is the shade Beaming, which is a really cute kind of peachy gold color. And I'm gonna use that same detailer brush. This one's a lot less chunky than the color that I used on my lid. This one's much smoother. So I'm taking this inner corner highlight, I'm taking it kind of the same angle as the cut crease instead of bringing it way out here, which is what I would normally do. Somebody's brow fell off or she didn't take the line low enough for you. Oh, good times, huh? All right, now I'm gonna hit up the lower lash line a little bit more with that blue. Just tapping it on. Please don't let me have any fallout. Please, 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 please. All right, now I'm gonna contour my inner corners of my eye using this shade Faking It from the Sigma Sculpt palette. Go, little mascara on these babies. For lip liner, I'm gonna be using this one from LA Girl. This is one of their Perfect Precision lip liners. Great focus, killer focus. This is the shade Bare, B-A-R-E, not B-E-A-R. This color's nice. It's not too dark for me, which I love. Now I'm gonna use one of these Dose of Colors lipsticks. This is from the Mickey Mouse collection. This is shade 1928. Oh, I love that combination. You know what kind of just weirds me out is white waterline in general these days. Like when I look at myself, I'm like... All right, you guys, so that wraps up today's video. The look using the Melt Cosmetics Blueprint eyeshadow palette. It's not my favorite melt stack. This palette, I feel, is not my favorite out of all of the stacks out there. I think mainly because there's only 2 matte shades in there for being such a bold color selection, if that makes sense. I feel like if I had a couple more things to work with. Also, me personally, when I use blue eye, you guys know I love blue eyeshadow, I love cobalt blue, but when I pair it with other colors, like I didn't really pair it with other colors today, it's mainly blue and like icy. I actually like to use more cool toned, kind of like mauve colors, not really warm coppers.
What is your favorite melt stack? Say it now, quick, go.
My favorite melt stack?
You have to buy one, what is it?
Well, John, it's like what mood, you know?
Do it now, 1, 2, 3, say it. 3, 2...
I'm trying to think of the names of the stacks. I think I like the dark matter one. I kind of have them all mixed up now though is the problem. It's just this dark blue that's in there. The one blue that's the most stand out to me, I think isn't exactly what I wanted it to be or exactly what I was expecting. There, that's all I said. I said what I said. All right, you guys, so let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and thank you so much for watching. John! Ooh, that's nice. Whoa. If I could form a fucking brush. John!
Rolling?
Actually, that's kind of nice. That's not even a fly. That's like a horse with wings. John! What is that in my hair? My hair! John!